Hello everyone, my name's Colin and this is my workshop. Welcome to another video. Today's video I'm going to make a armrest for welding. So this project is in anticipation of another project that I want to do where I need to do some welding and I need to kind of keep a steady hand. So this is my take on it. So I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube where some people get really complicated. This one of mine, I think it's going to be a fairly simple thing. It's really just to kind of give a support while you're welding. So please join me on this one. It's not going to be that long. Right, let's see what we've got here. Thinking of having some kind of a tube or a bar that I can rest on. It's a bit thick. I think this will work. I wonder if this will... If I can get this to fit inside there, I'm going to just clean up the edges and see. This might be the material I need. Look at that. It's a little loose. It's a pity. The other alternative is to take a piece like this and bore it out to fit. I mean, I'm just going to use a small piece. Okay. Now this one. Okay, there's a piece. All right. Polished up with 400 grit paper. Looking good. I'm going to use this as the base. I'm going to put holes in the four corners so that I can bolt it down if I want to, or I will just use a clamp. So I think 15 millimeters in on either side, on all sides, and drill 4 holes. And in the upright, I'm going to put off center. I would say 50 and 50. Okay, let's get those holes drilled. There are the holes. And what I like to do is I like to measure from the center out. That way the holes are spaced correctly, even if the outside of the metal is a little bit off. So these holes now are exactly 120 millimeters apart. So if I have to mount it somehow, I can easily drill the holes. Okay, I'm going to round these corners off. This is my little jig for rounding corners. So I'm going to quickly set it up and then I'll bring you back. Right, so this mounts on here. This is a little pivot point that I screw in. So this slips over that. Then I just swivel this around like that, and with this lever I can push this into the belt. So that's how it works. When you're done, just take it off. So that's going to go on there. Get it nice and square. I'm going to weld that on. And we're ready to go. Right, I'm just going to face this off. Turn it around, face off the other side, and then we will bore it. Right, perfect. Okay, this tool is not cutting nicely. I'm going to move to the other lathe. Okay, I've got it all set up here. I'm just going to do a cut, see how it works. think that's good, because I don't really want it tight. Much too fast. Oil. Okay, there's a little ring, and here's the other side. Nice chamfer. Perfect. So there it is. I mean, I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, but fits perfectly on there. So there's a ring, goes on. That's going to be on there. Okay, so I'm going to drill a little hole in each of these for a little lock. Right. So I need to drill a hole, and you just find the center. Okay. So I've got the center, and I've got this edge, and I'm going to put a hole 15 millimeters down. I'm just going to start with a center drill. There we go. I'm going to tap a 6mm thread. So this is a 5mm drill bit. Right, there we have it. 2 threaded holes. Okay, I've got this scrap piece of steel that I found there. I'm just making a cap for the end of the pipe. There's 2 of them. Okay, I'm just going to cut this off. This lathe is not very good with a parting tool, so I'm going to just take it over to the other side, the other lathe, and just part this off, and then we should be done. So I've just put a little center in there as well. and it's going to fit into the end of the pipe like that. I'm going to weld it on, and there we have it. Alright, I'm going to set up my weld positioner. Right, so it's got a foot pedal. Okay. The nice thing about a rotary welding positioner is it can make a novice welder look like a pro. Okay, I've got it mounted in the lathe. I'm just going to take a tiny skim just to get the diameter equal. Okay. Okay, I want to just grind a little bit of a curve in the end of this. Okay, so I've got a bit of a curve on there. It's not perfect, but yeah, not bad. So I need to weld it on. Okay, so this is the setup I've got. I want to weld this off center. Okay, it's tacked. I'm just going to measure up all the squareness and see how we go. Okay, it's tacked up and it looks pretty square. Right, I'm just going to go a few more spots. Okay, there's the weld. Not the best weld in the world, but not bad for an amateur. Now, we have to weld this on there. Something like that. And it's pretty square, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so it's all done. So the idea is to clamp it down. And then I've got a place to rest my arm, and I can move it like this, keep the height the same, or if I'm not interested in that, I can just put this somewhere where I want to lock it. Then it's solid. So that's the way it works. I would have liked to have given it a powder coating, but my oven is too small to fit these parts in. So there's the welding armrest. It's now powder coated. You can see me doing the powder coating in my next video. I'm going to be showing you how I powder coated this without using an oven. But yeah, so there it is. So thank you for joining me on this video. I really enjoyed this little project, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. And please join me on my next one. Bye for now.